Hey guys, Louie here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Acorn Hill. It is Saturday morning and wanted to welcome you here in the vegetable garden, showing you one of the garden beds that I built in the spring that now has a green plastic net on top of it. We have brassicas, broccoli and romanesco. I think I also have cabbage growing here in this bed. I forgot to label them. I do have those labels sticking into the ground, but I did not use the right pen, and the pens prints have all faded. And so I'm here because I have a few things that I need to do for the weekend. So you can see this is one of the garden beds that I have with those neat idea of putting pots on top of posts. That way the net doesn't get snagged and they don't get broken. There's another garden bed there. These are 3x3, a pair of 3x3 garden beds that contain our greens. On this garden bed we have lettuce, and these are don't know what they're called, but they are tall lettuces, and these lettuces have been our source of greens from late summer into now, which is season of fall. It's autumn in North Carolina, and anybody out there who know what these are called, give me a comment on the comment section. But they're very fresh, juicy, and nothing beats homegrown veggies in my opinion, because they are sweeter and much more tastier. On the other garden bed, as you can see, I still have weeds growing around this garden bed. Here I have chard, and my Swiss chard have been growing nicely. I put this hessian or burlap around it to fend off rabbits and fend off other critters that may eat them. But they also have been providing a little microclimate. Having the hessian and the burlap creates a nice amount of heat around the plants, and the plants are growing nicely. Up here are the step over apple espaliers that I did in the spring as well. I am trying them out, whether to plant them here right beside the garden beds. Garden beds have really been prolific this year, but to add structure to the side of it as I build and slowly eat up. Many of you know that my ongoing current project is to eat up a lot of our lawn. This is the great lawn, is what I call it. We have a big patch of green here in the property, and it was successful this growing season, but it's now time for me to reorganize this area again, as is the case for many gardeners. But right now I will bring you over to our parsley patch. Now this small patch of parsley has been growing here since May. It is now October into November, and I have gotten quite a lot of parsley from this patch now. Pat wants me to get a few branches so that she could make a flower arrangement. There's several dahlias that we have still growing, and we might as well put them inside the house, and she'll use that for foliage. This is my favorite kale, our favorite kale, the Tuscan kale, caballonero. Some of it is still being eaten by critters, but that's okay. That's organic gardening for you, and I'm glad that I have some of these holes. These are either eaten by worms or caterpillars, and some of them have also been like this round thing. This has been eaten up by a solitary bee, and they're using parts of the leaf for their nest, and I'm okay with that. This is a good thing. I'm very proud that our garden did not get any synthetic form of fertilizer this year, all organic, and it's really given me a lot of pleasure this year. So anyway, I'm gonna pick out some of these what do you call them, parsley, for Pat's flower arrangement, and I will show you what the flower arrangement will look like. Okay guys, 4 months later, this is what it looks like. This is 3 months after winter time. It is March, the first weekend of March, and this is what the bed looks like at the moment. There's a lot of cleaning up that I have to do. I have my very trusty, almost 8-month-old kale growing over here in the corner. I have radish. Those are the radishes right there. What else do I have here? I attempted planting rutabaga, which also survived the winter. Right over here. This, by the way, is a 3-foot by 6-foot raised bed. The wood is made of cedar. It's ugal culture, which means I have tons and tons of material underneath the soil. This is organic compost that I have right on top of it, and this is the rutabaga that I grew, which now they've morphed into a funny looking object now. See there? I just grow them for foliage. We're not even eating this because this is fairly woody, this part of the vegetable. But this is not what I wanted to show you today. I know this video is a combination of 2 clips back in the summer, early fall, and into today, late winter, early spring. Lots of cleanup, but this was where my purple sprouting broccoli were originally planted, and they did not survive. That Siegfried, the sea monster looking remnant, is the remnant from the winter. Forgot to put a protection right over it, but hey, life is short, you live and learn. This is radish, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's radish right there, and I have no idea that radish roots, they get morphed and convoluted and all of that. But again, the foliage is nice, and on a winter day, it's nice to look at the winter garden bed. Still has some greenery on top of it. Today what I wanted to show you is a nice surprise, because that plant right there is a good surprise lurking and waiting for us, waiting for me actually. Today I was planning on cleaning this up, and look what I found right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it is this Romanesco broccoli. I had no idea what they look like. It's my first year to grow Romanesco. Then again, I have some purple sprouting broccoli right over here, but from the picture on the internet, purple sprouting broccoli do not grow in the middle of the plant. They seem to be growing like little offshoots, little florets coming off of the main stem. This thing is big because the whole stem of this started way over there. See? Underneath all that dried up foliage. Oh, wait a minute. So underneath all that foliage is where that thing grew, and it just crawled and crawled and crawled, and so now this is what I got. Spring has sprung in the garden. I am excited. I can feel spring, as I said, coursing through my veins, and I can't wait for the weekend. Today is Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning, and I just wanted to show you guys the reality and the excitement that I have on the weekends. Fairly busy at work. I used to, during the pandemic, I'm able to garden almost every day, but weekends are great, and so this is what I have to do today. Clean up this bed, clean up that other bed, plant broccoli, plant other brassicas, plant my rhubarb, and just being and enjoying the garden. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of my channel, and for subscribing. We are growing steadily at the rate that I want it, and so you guys have been a major life source for our channel, so I appreciate it. So from the garden here in Acorn Hill, this is Louie, and we'll see you back soon. Bye bye for now.